All right. Beautiful. All right. Well, morning, everybody, and morning to special guest today. Fer, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. It's not morning for me, it's evening
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Sorry, evening
So
for you. Yeah.
I'm,
'Cause
I'm at the tail end of my day.
sorry, mate. I'm at the beginning of mine. So well, you're a day behind, aren't you? So it'll be Tuesday night for you, mate, in
Tuesday
Montreal, right?
night, 7:30.
Mate,
Yeah.
Wednesday morning for me and anybody else who's wherever they are in the world. I know we've got, I know Alex from New Zealand, Carlos in Costa Rica, and Camilla over in Colombia, and Dane and Curtis. I'm not sure where you guys are, and anyone else who's going to come in and join us. But mate, thank you for coming in this morning. It's been a long time in the making. We've been chatting, yeah, about high level and on high level. You've helped us with some stuff when you were working for high level. So for anyone who doesn't know you, um, Fur from well, all things high level, formerly that sounds bad when you say it formally, but you used to work for high level in a s- special consultant type role and special projects and stuff like that. So you were very helpful to us when we needed some things done, and you helped to either escalate or get to the right people when we needed to do a few things. So I'm always grateful for you for that. And great to have you in today. So we're gonna have a bit of a chat about high level, how you helped with things in high level, about the community, some of the cool things that you're doing now, the projects of your own with your super editor, and migrating things with Super Migrator, and what like your predictions are for the future roadmaps and all things that are going on with high level, mate. So if I don't know if I've didn't done you justice with an intro there, but would you like to give yourself a bit of an intro about yourself and what you're doing now as well?
Yeah, sure. So for those who don't know me, I've been in the high level space for about 6 years now, I think. I can't remember now. Time flies. So pretty much when we had less than 5,000 users in the Facebook group, I was part of it. I migrated over from the ClickFunnels world to high level. And like everyone else, just kind of baseline it. High level was complicated for me right at the beginning, and it took me about 3 tries to get into the platform. The first time I got look at the platform, like I don't need another platform. Like forget it. I already have 6, 7 other ones. I can't be bothered with another platform. Then I tried it again. Then one more time after 3, 4 months, like let me try it again. Then I finally got into the high level platform, and ever since then, I understood the vision where it's going, and that's when I became an early adopter and kind of an early member of the community, helping people out. Like, how can I add value in the community? Where is my strength? And the strength was I saw a gap in the community early on where people are always struggling, asking questions. Oh, I need help with CSS. I need help with JavaScript. I need help how to make my dashboard. So this is before, and people still ask the same questions 6 years later. It's remarkable, but people just wanted to back then when no one really knew high level, they want to customize the dashboard so no one knew what it looked like. Now imagine today. So, that's when I started realizing, okay, this is how I can help out. And this is where we started building all the custom CSS. We started building all the dashboard designs, the form designs, the funnel designs, and we gave it away freely to the community just as a way out. That's kind of that was like the lead magnet for us. But I didn't really have any strategy at that point. Just like, all right, let me just help and share. Let's see where it goes. That's pretty much it. There's no strategic vision. It was just share freely. And then after a couple of months, I realized after having so many assets I pushed out there, I need to compile this into a centralized area because it's becoming very hard for me to manage with over 80, 90 different Google Docs, having all these different things. So that's when we built GHL Experts. GHL Experts is where you came along, you became a member on GHL Experts, and then from there we started building more value, more tools, and even high level became members, free members of my community to get access to all the tools to see what all the hacks I was building because like, oh, that's a good hack because I built custom menu links before high level did
Mm.
by over a year. I built a lot of things before high level did, and they're well aware. And when I had discussions with them saying, look, everything I have over here needs to become native. Everything I have is a hack. You need to build it natively in the platform. So I'm well aware that everything I'm doing is diminishing returns. I'm okay with that. It's eventually going to go. I have to keep building newer and newer tools. So then from GHL Experts, I got acquired by Extendly. I joined up with Extendly, and I was there for about a year and a half on handling their marketing side, doing a lot of work on that side. And then eventually, literally last year, about this time last year, I was chatting with Sean, Robin, and Varun if there was anything that I can add value, and that's when I joined up with them to head up their AI employee product when it was launching at Level Up. So it was already launching. I had nothing to do with the launch or the initial MVP. I joined and already I get to see the demo like everyone else sees the demo going live at Level Up. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I got to see that. But then after that part was done, that's when the real work began. How do we educate everyone? How do we train everyone? How do we take all the feedback? So this is where I would work with the product team, the product marketing team, the developers, and pretty much East and West all the time, anything related to the voice AI product itself. Then eventually voice AI, I extended myself to conversation AI because conversation AI was a product that needed a lot of love when I joined. It was very, very, very poor.
Mm.
So I took I took it personally. I kept working at it, and then eventually I escalated it all the way up. And I told them like, enough. This is if you want this product to go anywhere, we need to kind of whatever we're doing it wrong. We need to reorganize how we're doing it. So I got involved more on the dev side, not into the code itself, but working with the dev team, the QA, saying, look, whatever you guys are doing is wrong. We need to improve it, fix it. So we re-engineered the vision, and they took it. All the feedback I gave them, they took it to heart and they worked with it. So they're very great at taking the feedback. And then they incorporated that. So the conversation AI product, then we had a new product manager came on board and he was awesome to work with. So I worked hand in hand with him to make that product better. Then from there, I'm like, okay, I'm already on the voice side and the conversation AI side. Then what else can I do? So I branched out to other areas, the SaaS side of the product, and I joined into the marketplace side of the product. Then I joined into the email side of the product. So I started reaching out to different departments, and that's when I kind of migrated from the AI employee person to the director of special projects because I was given pretty much carte blanche or freedom to just go find problems in the company and work at fixing them. So no one really told me what to do. I would every day wake up, what's the new challenge for me today, and then tackle the problems. And part of tackling the problems, as you mentioned, is I wasn't. I'm not a Facebook moderator or the Facebook guy, but I jumped onto Facebook because I saw all the problems coming in.
Mm.
People are complaining on Facebook, and I know what they're going to go through. They're going to complain about it. They're going to create the ticket. The ticket's going to get queued up 24 to 48 hours. Then it'll get escalated. Then it'll take 2 weeks to get a response. When I see the question coming in, I know what the question is and I know what the answer is. So I'll jump into the ticket itself and put the response for the agent to respond back. I don't handle the responses in the help desk because that's their department. But I'll give the agent, here's the response you need to give, and I'll tag the agent so they don't need to escalate it to the next senior person. So I'd be jumping to help desk tickets. I'd be getting DMs from everyone about random miscellaneous issues. As long as I had a ticket
That was
number,
me.
you and maybe a few hundred others on a
Yeah.
weekly basis that because we look, it's support is support. It's a massive company. There is the issues that are going to happen, and I try my best for those who reach out to me. And if I can triage their issue instantly, then I'll be able to escalate it for them. Other times they'll come to me. I'm like, I don't know what this is. This needs to go to a ticket, which needs to get escalated to the development team. I can't help you on that. But if it's something I can help out in, I would jump onto the issue, real real time at that point because I was able to help out. Because unlike many people who work at HighLevel, which is the nature of any company that scales enterprise, I actually use the platform day in, day out. So I'm an avid user of the platform.
Mm.
Whereas when you hire people, they're hiring people who are joining the company as an employee who work part of the company and just do one role in the company. They get the training, cross training, that's fine. But a lot of times they don't understand the severity or the issue of what they're doing. I've had people come on calls with me and we had an issue with one of the products and his whole business is built on that one product and he's running into issues. I'll tell him, so this is where I have to get to the point where I'm escalating to like the senior management. I told him at one point when I was talking to this person, I'm like, look, if he's like, what should I do? I'm like, honestly, go use another product at this point. He's like, oh, what do you mean? Like he was expecting an answer. I'm like, we're not gonna be able to solve this for the next 30 to 45 days. If your whole business relies upon this one feature that you're focused on and
Mm.
it's not giving you the results that you need, I would recommend you go elsewhere. He's like, no, I'll wait. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just letting you know that you might want to consider another option because this is the situation. Then I go back and tell the development team, like, hey, by the way, this is the situation I had today. And I told the person to go elsewhere. They went into panic. We're like, why would you do that? Why aren't you telling them to stay? I'm like, because Why would I tell them to do something I don't believe in?
Yeah.
If the product is awesome, I will bend over backwards and praise it. But if the product is mediocre to bad, I'm not, I won't call it bad. I'll say
It's not
it
the
could be
fit.
better.
Yeah. We do the same thing.
It's yeah,
Yeah, we do the same thing
we're
with
not ready
clients.
yet.
We find out with what their fit is for like our products and services, and like our product and service works really well, but it doesn't work for every person in every scenario. So we do the same thing. Go, tell me what you're trying to do. This will either really work for you or it won't, or this is the way that you'll have to work around it, and you have to figure out whether or not that's something that you want to do. And I think that's a really good way to do business and products personally, because
Yeah,
everybody's a unique snowflake, right?
for sure, absolutely. But at the same time, you see in the Facebook group, a lot of times, I would see these interesting battles going on internally between people, and I would be my opinion when people complain about certain things, then they say straight out, "What do you think of this?" I'll tell them straight out. It's just, oh, our product's getting better in certain areas. We have weaknesses, no doubt, but it's getting better. We'll never claim to be the best, but we're always improving, continuously improving. When we're, that's kind of but that's even senior management mantra. Like they'll never say we're the best at this. Like, we're building every day is getting better. It's improving. So when you talk to the management team there, that's always like, what can we do to improve it? What can we do to make it better? That's always been the mindset. And that's what everyone has been following along with the HighLevel journey. It's always been a skateboard MVP for many years. So that's one of the things as well that about I think 4 months ago, 2 months before I left, I escalated like to everyone. I'm like, look, man, at this point here, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, I'm tired of these outages. I'm tired of this downtime. I'm tired of issues always going wrong. Like contacts not loading up, opportunities not loading up, login issues. So I brought, or we have a special group. I escalate to everyone there saying this is not normal and it should not be acceptable behavior. I get we are a company, we're scaling, fantastic for us, and the team responds back. Oh, the team is very awesome responding back. They're very reactive, hands down. Anytime you see an issue, the team will jump on it immediately. They're awesome at that. But the issue that we're running into is a lot of stability issues, and I would see everyone complaining all around. The management sees as well. But what are we doing to address it? So this is where I became that person that spoke in the wheel for everyone. Like, look, this is not normal, guys. We should not be accepting this as normal outages. I pretty much took every single outage we had, put it onto a Google sheet, and made it red for every day there was any type of outage, small or big, doesn't matter. An outage is an outage for me. I made it into a big sheet and I showed it. These are the outages we had in the last month. So I made it very visual for people to realize. And then that's where people started realizing that we had a lot of outages. Even if it's a 10-minute outage or half an hour outage or a 3-hour outage, an outage is an outage because it just takes that one moment to reinforce the fact that it's not stable.
Mm.
Right. So these are all the issues I'd always bring up. And the team was super responsive and working on these things over here. So, kudos to the team for taking the feedback. Because I gave pretty, publicly a very polite to, hey guys, how it goes. Internally, I'd be going at them saying, this is not good. And I'd be a little bit more aggressive with our team internally because if I'm too polite, they'll just dismiss it. Like, oh yeah, okay, not a big deal. So, but it's one of those things but that was very calculated. And I would also bring that up with the management team and go, hey, FYI, if anyone ever complains about my style of writing, let me know and I'll tone it down a little bit. But I'm writing purposefully to get a reaction because I don't want it to just be, hey guys, I know if you have an issue over here, it'd be great if you fix it. Right. Or this is a serious issue. When will this get fixed? This is two different things. And I like to put urgency on things that are significantly urgent. And there's another thing people don't realize a lot of times is when you're a developer, bugs come all the time. So a bug is a bug is a bug. They'll just do the bug, fix it next day, same thing. It's just part of the daily routine. But the way I would look at a bug, I go, this bug is catastrophic for someone's business. It would cripple their business if we don't fix it. Or they're going to lose clients because of it. These are the hard-earned clients that they onboarded, they paid the onboarding, their cost for acquisition, whatever it costs, they got them on board. Then 3 months later, this client is leaving or frustrated, and this feature is not working or it's not working the way it should. They get frustrated and they churn out, and it's the platform's fault for causing that ripple effect. So these are the type of things that I would work with the team on to bring up the severity of the issues, so they're aware about it.
Yeah, and I think you were in a really good spot to do that, like you were saying before, as someone who uses the platform all the time, and just going all the way back to like you were saying when you start with JHL Experts, which we used a long time ago. But like I say, that's all kind of built into the platform now. But understanding all those type of things that were or needed to be improved. They were improving, they have improved. There's massive improvements. GHL is amazing. But yeah, all the things that you put in there for the little hacks of like CSS codes and just making forms look nicer and little side menu navs and just yeah, there was just so much stuff in there that I remember when we signed up, we're like, well, we have to have this because we want these things as well in the platform. So, and it's interesting, like you say, that you built that knowing that that was going to be superseded, and you were like, okay with that. It's just like I'm building this to add value, and people are
Yeah.
going to need this for the platform. Eventually, it's going to disappear, but it was pretty cool. So it gave you a really good insight into that, I think. And yeah, I know you did a lot of good stuff when you were with HighLevel. So it was great that you were there. Um,
So these are the public things that you're aware about. There's a lot of internal things that I've done as well
oh, I'm
that
sure.
we don't go into. There's not public disclosures, but more specialized projects that save the company lots of money as well. Certain things I was able to track down and uncover and fix. It took them about a year. They were working on resolving an issue for a year. I stepped in, took a different approach, solved it in 5 days for them, and saved them hundreds of thousands of dollars of ongoing costs. So there's a lot of little things behind the scenes that I was able to put, a footprint on, and left a mark before I left. So
Yeah. And you still do that now as well. Like you're still helping in the community. You answer questions. You're in some groups that I'm in, and
I,
I mean,
I
you're
still get
knowledgeable.
tagged from I still get tagged from people in the HighLevel community tagging me on the voice product. I'm like, oh, okay, let me go answer the question. I'll answer the question. A lot of people assume I still work there, or people are complaining. I saw a tag just this week about outbound. How come you're letting this happen about outbound? Like, oh, we're putting controls in place. I'm answering as if I'm talking on behalf of HighLevel at that point. But yeah.
But let's talk about the future then. Like, I mean, that's everything you've been doing, and your build and your lead into HighLevel and all the tools that you built, and then helping HighLevel and the vision that you had in there to help do stuff in there. But what about now? I know you're building out some of your own tools again. You've got the Super Editor, Super Cloner, Super Migrator. Let's talk about what
Yeah,
Fer's
so
doing for the future and have a little look at some of the cool things that you're building now, man.
the Super Editor is one of those tools I built before joining HighLevel, but I never promoted it just in because of potential conflict of interest. Just I didn't want to promote it. Like, it was more on the down low, left it on the side. Funny enough, a lot of people at HighLevel use Super Editor. I gave it to them to use, and the whole marketing team and a lot of folks over there are using it, and they share it internally because what Super Editor does, for those who don't know, it's such a super simple tool, which you go to any web page that is on HighLevel that you own in this case here, and you know what? Let me just show it to you. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
easier that way.
Give us a little demo, mate. Let's.
Seeing is believing over here. So let me just show you. Yeah, you see it?
Yes.
All right. So this is the page itself. It's a Chrome extension that if you go to any page publicly, the public page itself, and you're looking at the page like, oh, where's this page located? How do I get into the funnel? You just click on the extension. This is the extension here. And I'd say, hey, I want to edit this page. I click on edit content, choose the sub account that it's or the agency account it's under. And it's going to open up the page directly in your account. So now I'm directly in the funnel builder.
Hmm.
That is all it does. But what it does is saves you so much time of trying to hunt down the page. A lot of times you got to go to the sub account, open the agency, go to the sub account, go to the funnel builder. Now, where is that page located? Which funnel is it under? What step is it? So if you're working on funnels day in, day out, this tool saves you plenty of time. And the catalyst for me to build the tool was I built a funnel and there's a typo on the page. And I was trying to find out, where's this funnel located? I built it like 3 months ago
Yeah.
and I couldn't figure it out. So I spent about 2 hours, 2.5 hours trying to find the funnel. I went through my sub account, went through every single funnel itself, every single step. I'm like, where is this funnel? I don't understand. Then I found out afterwards it was in another sub account I had that I launched it in there as a test, and I forgot I built it in that account. 2.5 hours
Right.
later, right? Now, if I ever want to edit a page, I don't go into the high level and drill in there ever. I'll just go to the public page itself and quickly click edit and just drill in because that takes 5 seconds. Whereas searching takes a lot longer. Any page I know I own, I'll just simply go and click on it, click on, drill in, and I'm in the page. That's what Super Editor does. And it's so simple that, again, it's one of those things that I can't really charge. I don't want to charge much for it. It's so simple. So I give it away for free. One install on your Chrome browser on your account. It's free. And the goal is you love it and you want to share with other people, then you get a license for $10 a month. That's it. It's a simple tool. Some people are saying, oh, I should be charging per user, per license, and then every time you get over a certain user, I can charge more. I consider that, but at the same time, it's okay. I'm happy with the way it is right now. I'd rather people benefit from the tool and they like the tool itself, and I'll make money elsewhere on other tools.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
cool. We'll,
So
we'll
that's
make sure that this has got a link. So if anyone who's watching this, there will be a link below above wherever this video is that you're watching. We'll put links to these things in here for the cool stuff that you've built out, man.
Yeah. So this is Super Editor. I built this when I was before joining HighLevel, but then this helps you edit your funnels. It's kind of your express link to editing a funnel. That's pretty much what it is. Or what else is really good about it is I come here, okay, what tracking code is on the page itself. It lets you know what the tracking code is, or what's the name of the funnel, what's the URL, what's the location ID. So sometimes it's just helpful if you want to know what your sub account is. I know what the sub account is as well by looking at that. It
Yeah.
helps on triaging. Most people don't really care, but most people just want to be able to drill in. So I have it set up in a way you get one account for your whole SaaS. So in your case here, what if my myCRMSIM is your white label agency, we'll call it, for HighLevel. You get one license, and anyone in any of those sub accounts can use your license key, and they can log in the same way. $10 for everyone as a sub account holder. And I'm exploring making a white label solution, white label version of it. So it'll be, we'll call it Super myCRMSIM, for example, as a Chrome extension, and it's only
Yeah.
tied to your agency account only. So
Pretty,
people have been asking to white label it.
yeah, it's pretty handy
So that is,
for clients, right? Because clients don't, clients like the UI and stuff to edit is all pretty easy, but like getting them to go in and find it, like you say, for clients, if they want to go in and edit a page or stuff, can definitely be a challenge.
or if you have clients and they just say, "Oh, my page, I have an issue here. I don't like it." No problem. You just go to the funnel editor and just drill into their page. You don't have to figure out, okay, what's your client, what's the
Yeah,
website, what's your sub account name, what's it located. You don't have to figure any of that stuff out anymore. You just drill in. I'm taking
yeah.
away the complexities. But that's pretty much what Super Editor does. Um,
I'll
yeah.
let
So
Carlos
let
have that
me.
license for us because I try not to do anything in our funnels anymore. I'm like, I try and keep out of it now.
All right. So speaking of funnels, here, this is a fun one. So I always told you we like hacking things, figuring things out. My developer's been with me for 5 years now. My first developer I hired, I trained up on a high level, and he's went to another level now. He went to a higher level on HighLevel. So what he figured out now was, so now no, so we can edit funnels. Now it's like, okay, knowing we understand the structure of it. What if we go to any high level web page itself and we like the page? Like, this is a really nice page. I like the layout. I like how they did the sectioning. It's pretty nice. So now, what if I want to just clone it? So I have another tool called Super Cloner. I go to any high level website or funnel. I click on copy funnel data. So it's been copied. Now you open up your funnel itself and paste.
This is kind of like the ClickFunnels cloner, but just inside HighLevel.
Yep. So now I clone the whole web page into my funnel.
Yep.
Done in less than 20 seconds. So now I put the disclaimer out because there's always that one person who comes and asks those questions. The idea of cloning the page is you're going to clone the structure of the page. you're not cloning the content of the page because that's not why you're doing it. You're like, hey, I like the layout, I like the design, I
Yeah.
like the fact it's already mobile friendly. You already those are the things that waste so much time. Getting the structure in place, getting make sure it's mobile friendly. You clone the page. Now you come in here, obviously, you change the logo. You're not using my logo, you're gonna use your own logo. Then you change the text over here. You don't need the section, delete the section. But now you have the structure. Now you, Gary, can go to the funnel yourself now. It's like, oh, Carlos is busy today. I need to get a funnel up. I like this page, clone it, come in here, just find replace the content, save the page, modify a few things, change the color itself. The same way as you would go buy a template on ThemeForce or Envato, or grab a theme or a template from HighLevel's template library. The same thing. You're never going to use it as is. You're going to modify it to make it your own. That's what you need to do. I'm putting the disclaimer out there because every time I post something about it, there's that one person that comes along and says, that's wrong. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's I'm just putting a disclaimer out there, just in
I've seen them.
polite terms. Yeah, in polite terms. So that's what Super Cloner does, and as a whole, people love it. I see everyone who orders it. I see the names of people coming in. It's across the high level community. I see all the different people order. I'm like, that's pretty cool. They're using this tool. They're using this tool over here. People love it for the most part. Actually, no, almost everyone. I've never had any negative feedback about the tool itself as a whole. What's that?
I think someone just came in, but they were not on mute there. So sorry,
Mute. Yeah.
I've just muted that
Yeah.
person. If you have a question or anything you want to pop it in the chat, that's cool, guys. We can
I
always
thought they had
unmute
the
you.
issue. All of a sudden, like I've never had a single issue. There, someone says, that's what I heard. Like, really? Okay. So, as a whole, people have given me great feedback, great reviews, and as soon as they see it, it's cool. But when they actually use it and it solves a pain point, I had one person reach out to me over the weekend. He got the tool, and he's like, I don't have time to rebuild this checkout page. I have this checkout page I really like. I don't have time to build it from scratch. So he's explaining to me what he's doing. He's like, I'm not trying to copy. I'm like, you don't have to explain anything to me. It's okay. That's what the tool is for. So you clone the page, change all the images on the page itself, change all the content, and you can't even tell it's someone else's structure anymore because he made it his own. That's the whole point of Super Cloner.
Yeah, there's two questions there in the chat. Actually, I missed one of these, which was a few minutes ago. So Matei was asking, must this be a funnel in your agency? I think you were asking about the super editor. It must have been because this was 5 minutes ago. So must this funnel be in your agency? So I think that's for super editor. So that would, yeah,
So for Super Editor, you can get the
that's,
information public. So let me go back to it. I'll show you.
but
So you can get this information publicly. That's public information. But to actually get into the account, you have to own it because
yeah,
I'm not. There's no security settings. I'm not doing a login. I'm just using whatever session you already have active. Right.
yeah,
So if I go to Gary's website, I'm like, oh, I really like your page. I want to go edit it. I click on edit. It won't let me in because I need to log in because I don't have access to your account.
yeah. But then you could go to
Right.
Super Cloner and clone it and then edit it,
You can
and away you go.
clone. You can clone any. So I can clone. If you really like your funnel or the website, then you can clone the funnel of the website and make it your own.
Yep,
So
easy.
those two ones people love and they use actively in their tools. I have one more tool that I have that I don't offer as a tool itself because it's way too powerful. It's now I offer it more as a service. It's a migration as a service. So I can go into any high-level sub account, extract all the data from the account, and move it to another sub account from one agency to another. Now, the question is, why did I build this tool? That's where, what was the purpose of this? As I was working for HighLevel, I would see so many people in the HighLevel community come in complaining that their agency owner is not releasing them, their agency owner is not giving a snapshot, or ejecting them or allowing them, even if they're willing to pay for it. Say, I'll pay you $1,000. Just
Mm.
eject me. Some people just have policies, nope, we're not going to do it, which is their right. The agency owner has the right to do so. So what do people need to do? They'll go hire someone on Fiverr or on Upwork to go and rebuild everything from scratch from one account. It's like, okay, you have 10 funnels without Super Cloner and all that stuff. You'd go in there. Okay, You can open up one window here, open up another window, build a structure. So you're just rebuilding everything from scratch. That's what people would do normally, and it would be costing between $3,000 to $5,000 for some of these build outs. I got quotes from people, and they're telling me that's how much they're charging, and depending on how much work there is. So what Super Migrator does is I can migrate anything from anyone's sub account. I would need to go into you need access to the account. So that's number one. You can't
Mm.
if you don't have access to the sub account, nothing. I can't do anything. There's nothing to be done. I would need access to the sub account itself. And once I'm in the account, the same way as I'm able to clone a funnel publicly, now I can extract funnel sections, website sections, forms, surveys. Because it's a process we go through on our team would go through. So we offer this as a migration service, and it's selective as well. Sometimes people come to us and let us know what they're trying to do. Then if they tell us a certain agency owner, I'm already aware of this is a lot of IP on their side. So we're not going to be touching that account because now you're trying to take their IP.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
That's
ask you because
all.
yeah, you've got clients that are paying, they're paying the retainer, whatever it might be, $500,000 a month, but that they're paying that for use of the IP, and then taking that out would be against the agency because you want to be just taking their IP out, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I use my own discretion over here
Mm.
because I know most of the people in the I know a lot of the people in the high level community. I'll know the ones that stand out. I know or I'll go to the website to understand what are they doing, what are they selling. I'll get an idea of it. If it's literally someone signed up 2 months ago and they have nothing in there, it's all their clients' IP, I'll refuse them. Like, I'm sorry, I can't help you out. You do this on
Mm.
your own. But if it's someone, like I had a case where someone was building on someone's sub account for a year and a half, they had over 300 workflows. And now they're moving on, branching out. They want to rebuild and they want to do things on their own now. And the agency owner refused to let them go. They said, if you want to go, rebuild it. That's when I came in saying, instead of you rebuilding it, I can offer you a migration service. And they were ecstatic because I saved them 2 months of work and thousands of dollars. And it's perfect. Whereas if you have a person do it one by one by one, there's going to be mistakes that are going to happen along the way for sure. And it would take them
Mm.
about 6 weeks. So this is the migration service. It's not so the best option, obviously, is if the agency owner allows you to do a sub account transfer. That's the
Yep.
best option. You don't need my service because everything's working perfectly normal. Agency owner says, no problem. You want to go? Go. Or pay me $500, pay me 1,000, pay me 2,000, whatever the term of the service says that you agree to, they'll pay, they'll eject you, and you're on your own. That's a happy scenario that works out for both parties. Whereas you have cases where the agency owner refuses to do so, or they say, nope, not we don't even allow this service ever to happen. We disable it completely, so it's not even an option. It happens. Then there's the other option where you can get a snapshot. Okay, fine. You know what? We're not going to give you your content. We'll just give you the snapshot structure. You figure it out on your own. The workflows, the funnels, all that. Or in between, my service does. It's a bit of both. So I won't be as good as a high level sub account transfer. That's perfect. I'm better than a snapshot because I'm also moving along your contact records. I'll do in the transfer. I'll also pass along your custom values in the transfer as well. So the only things I won't be able to bring along is your conversations where we pass in through notes now, but I can't maintain that because that's a database access and integrations community. That's just never happens anyways. So that's what Super Migrator does. What's great about it? It's just the reason I offer it as a service because I could have made this into an extension easily. It's an extension for me, but I don't offer it publicly to anyone because imagine how this can get abused.
Yeah.
I would go
Yeah.
open up an account with this agency owner. They have all this IP, log in, got it all, create it now, move into my account, create a snapshot, and they start reselling it. You already see it's a race to the bottom for people selling sub accounts for sub $97. They give it away for free. They're finding all these ways around it. I see it all the time. In this case here, I want to do my best to help those in a bad situation for a migration, but I'm not there to help people exploit an
Yeah.
agency owner's IP.
Yeah, it's a tough one because I mean, going back pre JHL, like when we run our agency, which we still have clients as a regular agency and stuff, and we used to run across that a lot where we would have clients and they'd want to do like ads or have the SEO for their website, and their old agency wouldn't release their stuff. Like I remember one particular guy, and he had a WordPress website that he had paid to have built, and then he was paying the company for running ads and doing SEO and stuff. And they wouldn't release his website to him that he'd already paid for unless he paid them $20,000. And it was like a 5-page website on WordPress. And it was just
Yeah,
ridiculous. And agencies doing that kind of stuff. And then, but I understand why you're doing this with Super Migrator in the way that you are, because there's still those. I don't understand those agencies that kind of just want to hold on to a client and ransom them for something that's, they could just say, look, we'll let
yeah,
you go, or just pay a little fee and we'll give you that stuff. Or if they've paid for the work, you should just let them have it, right? If they've paid for it and they're paying you monthly, you
yeah,
should just let them have it, right? But you can't be giving away your IP to them, because again, we've been in
100%.
that same situation where we've had clients and we've let them go. So, yep, cool, we'll transfer it somewhere else. But there's also the same thing. We've had clients think, oh, we want to leave and set up our own JHL account. Can we have this and put it into our account? We're like, no. They go, oh, well, we'll pay you $1,000. We're like, no, you're not getting that for $1,000. Like, it's just not happening. So there's definitely a balance there that needs to be managed between
Yeah,
agencies that are agencies that are not helping clients, and I don't understand those people, and the ones that you can't be taking all their IP out, like abusing it, like you say, because people will do that very quickly.
yeah. So I look when I was working for HighLevel, I would see these posts go on all the time. You would see it every 3 weeks or so. Someone comes along. This is they're not letting me do this. Then people get into a whole online fight. Well, it's the agency owner's right. The guy's like, then the other person's saying, I want my stuff. I'm trying to leave. I paid for all that. They're not giving me. The agency owner is ignoring me. There's lots of nuances to the situation as a whole.
Mm,
But this is where my solution comes along. It's there. I don't market it much. It's those who know, they know. I get a few people here and there reach out, but it's not one of those things that it's come to me. I want to migrate everyone over for keep moving people around. That's not the goal here. It's like I'm an exception. Don't come to me as a solution.
yeah.
Kind of like that. Let me just answer some of the questions. So, is there a way to easily find pages built on GHL? So, I have a list of like literally every single HighLevel page built. There's like 600,000. I've extracted all that, but then I came to a decision point internally. Do I am I the one that wants to create a whole database and a directory to make it easy to find everyone on the market? So this is why I've not published that, because I'll give you the tool. If you find a page, what the tool does do, let me show you. If you do come across a HighLevel page, the icon lights up over here. See the one that lights up over here on top?
Yep.
Yeah. So it will tell me it's a HighLevel page by the indicator light. That's so you're on a HighLevel page. Or if I click on this, I go to settings, I'll know it's a HighLevel page by looking at it. So
You can
the
find them with
detect
built with, can't you? I think.
yes. So that's
Yeah.
kind of where I extracted all the data and I put it together. But then I came to the decision point. I'm not going to create a directory where people are like, okay, let me search for a fitness space, and I'm pointing them to every single agency owner. I don't want to be that. I don't want to facilitate that part. I will
Yep.
make it easy for you to migrate, but I'm not going to facilitate you to find every single agency owner on HighLevel, because that's their right to maintain that. It's up to you to, if you find something, I'll help you, but I'm not going to make it super easy for you to find every single HighLevel person.
Fair
Right?
enough.
It's a line I kind of drew here. I'm like, look, it's there. I make it easy for you to clone it. You go find the pages you want. I'm not going to give you a whole directory every single client.
Fair. And
Does it clone all the pages in the front? No, that's the other question. So if it's super cloner, you would have to be on that specific page in order to clone it. So you would need to know the specific page. Then it'll clone that page you're on. So if there's 5 pages, it's not going to clone all 5 pages because it only knows what it's scanning at the moment. However, if we're talking about Super Migrator, if I'm in the account, then it'll clone all the funnels at the same time. Right?
yeah.
So
So
Super
you
Cloner,
can
public page, one page at a time. The same way as you do a ClickFunnels importer, you would just have to put the URL of the page and it'll import it into HighLevel. You need to do page by page by page.
you can just go through the funnel, Tara, and just easy peasy.
Yep.
And then Tara, another question: is that part of Super Cloner? Was that a question about the Super Migrator? Tara, not sure what your question was there.
I was talking about what Fer was just showing, how it shows that it's a high-level site.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
on
okay.
Super Cloner and Super My Editor. It depends on the extension; it'll light up on the page itself to make it easier. Because obviously, that's even for me. I'm like, oh, is this a high-level page? You can right-click View Source and figure it out,
Mm.
or a little light bulb. I'm like, yes, it is perfect. That's kind of what we're doing to make it easier for people. So
I just
those are the
looked at
three tools I have currently.
see the
I
live chat
have
widget, and
a
that gives it away most of the time anyway, because they've all got the same image, and nobody changes the image of the lady.
pretty much. So I have a few other tools, or one specific tool. It's in the works right now. Um, it's using AI for funnels and all that stuff. It's a little more niche specific that I'm trying to build out. It's different than what everyone else has. I've seen a few people kind of launch their own different things in the market, which are pretty cool. But I'm taking a different approach to it. Hopefully, I'll have an MVP for that in the next 2 months. I just keep pushing it down because I keep getting HighLevel did a whole change on their infrastructure. I don't know if you impacted you, but impacted me, broke all the tools. So when they upgraded last Saturday they upgraded their front end code from version 2 to 3. And I only found out they did it on a Saturday. I found out on a Sunday from a customer support ticket that came in saying this is not working. Like, of course it's working. Why isn't it working? So then I replicated it and it wasn't working for me as well.
Was that a week and a
Then I
half ago
realized,
you're talking about, like Saturday just gone or
yeah.
the one
So
before? Because we did
what's
have
up?
some funny things happen. We didn't know why they were happening, and we still haven't got an answer.
Yeah,
We've resolved them, but
they upgraded from View 2 to View 3.
okay.
So it happened on a Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. And Tara, if that's a question, if you're using it right now, you copied it, but it's not pasting. If that's your question. If that's the case, then it's because you didn't reset your browser. You have to restart your browser first. And I put big messages when you get by it. Restart your browser in the email. Restart your browser because I need the permissions to kick in. Then it will work. I'm 99.99% sure that's the issue. So
All right.
um so yeah, these are tools. I also have okay, I'll take a look at it afterwards. Then I have All Things GHL, which is kind of the community that I built. Um, it's kind of restarting where I started from with GHL experts, right? So from GHL experts days, what I built was hacks and tools and resources. So now I've kind of went full circle. I'm redoing that again through something called All Things GHL. So I've created a repository of all my new tools, all the CSS code. People will it's just freely available. Anytime I see something cool that other people are freely sharing, I'll reach out to them saying I'm going to add it to my repository. I'll give you attribution to it. They're more than happy, and people are contributing to it as well. So just simple little things. As I have time, I'll keep adding to it. It starts with the basic CSS and the JavaScript. Then I'm going to slowly branch out to AI prompts as well, build a whole inventory of AI prompts that people will want access to as well. Then it's going to extend out to N8N. We'll see where that one goes. But I'm just going to keep adding more and more resources to that All Things GHL repository in order to provide free value to the community. This is I'm not charging a dime for this. It's just there for help people out. I give away some free templates that we built before as well. And what else do I have there? And I have a directory of all those in the marketplace. I have Unar directory. I have other people in the marketplace as well that are doing cool things. I'll list them in the directory so people can find good vendors who are working around the HighLevel ecosystem. So I have a directory marketplace as well. So that's kind
Awesome,
of the
man.
projects I'm working on. And as well, just keep myself a little more busy. So I work full time for a enterprise company doing voice AI on their side, building out voice AI agents. I'm doing engineering building on that side. Then I'm launching, as you've seen, I think anyone who follows me and you're not fed up of it yet, I'm posting about it every single day. The AI Unleash Intensive event that's taking place in Cancun in 2026. It's one of the things. So obviously, when I was coaching at HighLevel, I understand the type of questions people are asking day in and day out. You go to a lot of these events and you listen, you feel good for a while, like, oh, fantastic. You go home, you forget what they said, and you do nothing with it. Right? So you have a good 1 week window. If you do something with it, great. If after that 1 week, it's gone. So the approach I'm taking with this event is very hands-on. This is not sit back and listen. This is actively engage. So if you come to the event, you need to have your laptop open. You need to be following along. It's not going to be speakers speaking to you. It's going to be instructors educating and teaching you what to do. Follow along with us here. So for example, we're going to do voice AI as an example. We're going to show you how to build out your first voice AI prompt to manipulate this. Just expose you to it. Follow along what we're doing. So everyone's going to build out and have their own unique asset that they're going to take away. Then now every single person is going to take something that's within their own agency, their own wheelhouse, and do something similar and build a demoable product for that specific workshop. So if you're, sorry, not voice AI, video AI. So if we're doing video AI, we're going to show you how to build cool videos that will make sense for you, that you can use now. And you add this to your toolkit. So now you know video AI. It's like anyone says, oh, I need to do this. We'll tell you what tools to use, what prompts to use, show it to you, walk you through it. So you're actually going to experience it. You're going to have the results. You're going to demo it as well. And as well, now the beauty of that is we're going to show you how do you charge for that? How do you price it out? So we're going to have sales coaches as well, show you how do you pitch these products? Because it's great that you learn all these tools, you put in your toolkit, but if you make no money with it, it's a waste of an investment coming to the bank. The whole goal is for you to learn and also teach you in parallel, how do you make money with this new tool that you have? I don't want people to be in the same situation that a lot of people are at the beginning. When you join HighLevel for the first time, you spend months and months learning the platform, making no money. After 4 months, you're like still learning it, and you're going to keep learning it because you feel there's comfort in learning and there's discomfort in trying to sell. People feel very comfortable in that domain. So then after a couple of months, they realize they're spending $97 or $297. They made no money with it. Then they start getting to panic, oh, the platform's no good, or, I can't find any customers because you didn't make the attempt at the beginning. You got into this comfort zone of learning, not in the comfort zone of selling or getting clients. So this is what we're trying to do. We're going to show you the tool, teach it to you, and show you how to make money with it. That's video. Then we're going to teach those who want to do
That's an in-person event, right?
In-person event. I get a lot of people asking if we're going to do a remote or video or a telecast. As of now, it's a no, because it'll be just too hard to manage it, because it's not going to be on screen that you just simply stream it. The instructor is going to be walking around to everyone's table, working with them hands-on. So all the coaches that we're bringing, they're all going to be cross-trained on every single workshop we're doing. I'll be presenting them the topics that we're going to be talking about. So every single person will know that we're doing video. This is what we're going to be covering. So every single person, so you run to an issue, this is kind of the issue they would run into. So we're going to train everyone up at the same time, so they all know how to help one another out. So we're targeting to get 100 people for this event in person, as of now. And this is where the demand, I see all these AI events coming out. They're all great. The speakers are all talking about, how to use AI. They're fantastic for a general audience. That's not the target I'm going for. I'm going for more specialized hands-on, that when you come into this event here, you're going to learn and you're going to walk away with new skills in your toolkit. We're not here to motivate you and you feel great for a week. I'm here to give you the skills in your pocket. You leave the event saying, I know how to make money with videos, voice AI, conversation AI. If you want to do some basic vibe coding, it's all the rage. Not everyone needs to do vibe coding. Not everyone needs to learn it, but I want everyone to just have a very simple concept of it, because if you want to build a quick MVP of a web page, I really want somebody that does this, you can vibe code that very quickly, show them how it works. You understand the concept of it now. Now you go hire a real developer to do the real work for you. That's not your job. But now you don't have to waste time with a developer working through a whole process, explaining to them, so this is what I want. You can vibe code it yourself. So I want this. Now go make it work for real. What I did was just a mock-up prototype. I want you to really build this out, because so many times I've hired so many developers, and at a certain point, I can just do it myself. Why am I explaining all this to you? you get frustrated because they ask you 1,001 questions.
Mm.
You can spend 2-3 hours just vibe coding an interface and you're ready to go. I did something super rudimentary when I was at HighLevel. I'd go into specific, like the email services section within HighLevel. I personally, when I came to it, I stumbled. I'm like, I don't understand how this works. I don't understand how this works. So then I redesigned the whole section, and I didn't do any vibe coding. I just literally took screenshots, pasted it into Claude, and my prompt, it's super ghetto prompt, was make it better. That's all I said, right? That's it. I didn't say you are a senior UI UX designer with 25 years experience of working for the whole spiel that
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
people overcomplicate it. All I'm
Four-step
saying is just
process.
make it. Yeah, I just say make it better, and then it designs you a new page. Like it's way better. Okay, got it. Now I take a step back, saying, okay, now when I click on this button, I say when I click on this button, it will lead to the page I'm going to give you right now. I paste a new page. Done. Okay, then it gives me a look. I'm like, no, I don't like the way it looks here. I'll just talk to it. So I built a prototype. I redesigned the email services whole flow, how to add a new sub or email domain, how to add your MX records, how to go through the whole thing, just validation process. I redesigned that whole thing in 25 minutes, functional prototype. I can click through it in 25 minutes, and I gave it to the team. I go, here you go, make it better. That's all I gave it to them. It wasn't hard to do, but the reason I did that way is that was 25 minutes of my time versus me having to sit down, create a functional prototype document for them, talk to them through it, walk them through what I'm trying to do. Like it's just so much faster if I do my own iteration and then hand it off. So the reason I'm covering this, because everyone talks about it, everyone needs to know about it. We're going to show you how to build your own mini prototypes just so you know how to do it. But the expectation is not for people to do it themselves full time. The expectation is just so you know about it. You can do quick little, like Gary, if you want to, you see a cool new functionality for your platform, you can go ask Carlos and your team to, hey, can you guys work on this? This is what I'm thinking. Okay, let me explain to you. They can create a whole Loom video. The whole process you did, you can probably just vibe code that. And go, this is what I
That's
want.
exactly what I've done many times. I actually do that and create a little dashboard, say, hey, this is what I want, this da da da, and make a little thing, and then I send them, this is what I'm thinking, and then they can actually see it. I've done exactly this, man.
So it saves so much time. That's why we're trying to give people those skills. So you don't know where you're going to be going in the future. We're going to give you those foundational skills. And who knows, in 4 months from now, 5 months from now, what new iteration of AI comes about. We'll be keeping up to that and make sure we're introducing that as well within that event. So these are all the different things I'm working on. And that's why I'm doing it. It's a different take on training. There's so many events going on right now. So there's a lot of different noise. I see all the different events going on. And people have limited budget, limited event bandwidth. I get that as well. But now my pitch for anyone listening to this, watching this is my event's going to be awesome because it's different. And the whole idea is for you to learn and make money with the event. It's not for you to go to an event and feel better about yourself. You're going to go, wow, these are cool things that are happening in the AI universe. It's fantastic. That's information. I'm going to show you how to take that information, put it into practice, learn those tools. With those new tools now, you know how to generate revenue with it because no one's learning AI for the sake of learning AI. We're all learning it because we want to learn how to make more money with it.
Make sure you drop the link in the chat here because we'll go through. There's a few questions here, and people are actually asking about this, like stuff. So make sure you drop the link in the chat here for the people that are on here, so they can check it out. And then we'll make sure all the things you've talked about. I'll grab a list of links off you after this, and we'll put them all in the replay and the video underneath for people watching this later, mate. But I might run through some of the questions. We're running up onto an hour here, mate. So
where are the questions?
I'll just run through them here. So Shimon. Please summarize what the first two tools can do for late joiners. Shimon, you got to turn up on time, buddy. I'm just kidding, mate. So I guess I'll do that quickly for you, Fer, while you're putting in that link if you want, mate. So Super Editor will allow you to go to any GHL page in your account and click on the Chrome extension and then open it up into Editor for you. So it saves you going through and finding stuff in your agency or in your sub accounts. And then Super Cloner will allow you to copy any high-level page into your sub account. So if you see a design that you like on something, you can clone that into your sub account and then rework it into your own design and put your own copy and everything in there. So that's the two tools in there. Dominic said, what are you building next? I think we went through most of those things actually, because that was a few minutes ago, but we'll make sure that links to all the stuff. I'll grab that list of stuff off of you there. I mean, listening to what you're doing, mate, I think I'm busy, but my God, you've got a lot going on as well, mate.
Yeah, no, I thrive in being busy. I keep myself going that way. I enjoy what I
Yeah.
do. But, and at the same time, I sponge off other people's energy. That's how
Every
it is.
day's a school day,
So,
right? As well, isn't it? I just had 10 days on holiday and I had a great time. I actually really needed a break because, like, I mean, yeah, I work a lot too, and there's always a lot going on. But after 5 days, I was kind of like, I was itching a little bit to kind of get back. I was like, I need to do some stuff again. Like 5 days of just sitting down wasn't so, it was great for my brain to unwind a bit, but then I was like, no, I need to use my brain again.
yeah.
We had Dane here. So Dane, I'm a new GHL user. I have a sub account. I'm looking to start from scratch with a local agency helping local service business with easy tools to collect almost leads, chatbot on their site, reputation management, landing page, or full site. Any tips for this type of market? Whew, that's a big question, Dane. I'm not sure if your
So,
question is actually about getting leads or how to actually help them, though.
so there's a few, I'll just take a stab at it from different angles here. If you're working with local businesses, the number one thing, especially you threw in reputation management, I don't know the context of the question at all, but I'm going to tell you the simplest way to get clients, local businesses, especially reputation management, is go to the locations, walk the pavement. Don't be sending DMs to restaurants or online because they just ignore them. But if you can, professional reputation management, literally is just you just go down a certain street and pull up their GMB, their Google My Business, and see what their reviews are. And they're under 4, just go close them. You should be able to easily close them at that point. They're under a 4. Walk in there, show them this is what I can do for you. This is how my package is. Set them up that way. People struggle. People fear going to talk to business owners. That's a lot of times. So like they're sitting at home like, oh, I can't get any clients. I don't have any leads. They're searching online. Like, just go walk it. It's easy. Just search for electricians near me, painter near me, whatever. See who shows up in Google. Just go through the pages. And there's tons of tools out there that'll help you do it as well. Right? But I'm just giving you, forget all these extra little tools. Just Google will find you those that you can sell reputation management to. Mislead, for example, businesses who are missing calls, anyone who is advertising on Google and you call them and they don't answer, they're wasting money right there. Those are the ones you can sell voice AI services to. I've coached many clients for that. If you call a place, if they're selling on, they're running Google ads, they're looking for leads, and they're not answering the call, they lost that money when you clicked it. So you should be able to sell them voice AI as well. Just really focus your offering as solving a problem for the business owners. Do not make the mistake what a lot of beginners do is try selling them on everything. So it's great that you narrowed it down to specific pain points. Don't sell the platform at all. No one cares about the platform. Nobody cares. I'm going to repeat that again. Nobody cares about the platform. No one cares how awesome it is, except us agency owners, because we see the value. A local business does not care. He just cares about what can you do for him and how many clients can you bring him, and not just for the clients, how much money can you make him? That's all they care about. How much money can you put in their pocket? Work your way backwards that way.
I'll add
So
two
what are the low
things to
hanging
that.
fruits? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on, finish.
No, like low hanging fruits, local businesses, sell the outcome. Yeah. So we can go into a deeper conversation here on that, but this is when you're new to the business, don't overcomplicate it. Go, I don't know where you are in your journey. Go if I started off. I get this contrary to a lot of what I see all these salespeople saying online, how they pitch it. I started off with my first client, and I found a friend, family, business owner. I told him, hey, I'm in the marketing space. I can help you out. I'm not going to charge you for the first month. So I can figure things out. The reason why, depending on your comfort zone, the reason why I say that as well is, as soon as you take someone's money, now you're accountable to them. And that raises the anxiety for someone. If you never worked with a client, you never sold a product, now you get into panic mode, mistakes happen, And that client's now be asking, hey, I paid you, it doesn't matter, $100, $1,000. You are responsible. You made a transactional arrangement with them. You have a promise to keep. But if they paid you no money, you have no stress. And if you don't deliver, no one really cares. But if you do deliver, they'll be super happy. Then after they get the results and they get excitement, then say, okay, you're happy, you love it. Perfect. Now let's start with, tell them the first month's going to be free. Set the price expectations as well. Make sure they don't negotiate a price afterwards. Tell them, hey, first month's free. If everything works out great and you're happy with it, then it's going to cost you $297 a month afterwards, or $397. If you want to explain to them it's family and friends, they could have costs as well, my software costs, all that stuff. Make sure they're not realizing you're doing them a favor. If it's a family or a friend, the best favor they can do is by paying you money for you to launch your business.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say there. For is like, if depending where you are, Dane, in your journey, start with some for free. Like find three business friends who've got businesses, do it for free for three people, and then ask them as well at the start and say, hey, look, I'm going to do this for you for free. All I want in return after that first month, if we get some good results, is I want you to give me a testimonial and I can make a case study. And then you've got proof of your service as well that you can then start taking into businesses that you're going to start charging. And it'll also help you exactly what Fer was saying there. Like if you don't know what you're doing and you start charging people straight away, like that's a stress and everything. This is almost like those free ones are like your price of admission to get going and figuring out those things. So yeah, definitely that's what I would say. Similar to Fer, is like do a couple for free, get case studies and testimonials from them as well that would help you. And if you are going down the reputation management side of things, go and check out a couple of good friends of ours, Pat and Alec at HighLevel Freaks. They have a cool review genius system. So go and check those guys out at HighLevel Freaks, mate. They're very cool as well for that.
And just on the review side, my first client was a restaurant, one of my family friends, and they had, I think, 100 reviews when we first started. And think outside the box. Not everything has to be software oriented. What I did was I printed business cards for them. I went to Vista Print, created a little QR code, a URL, put it on the page. They put business cards there, so they can just say, they walk up to the client, say, hey, are you happy with the service? Yeah. Would you mind leaving us a review? And you also have to teach the business owner how to solicit a review. Don't expect it's going to magically happen. So my suggestion to them was, if they see a group of people, for example, and they're having a great time, they're having fun, whatever, they're laughing, and now they're ordering dessert, between their food and the dessert, go ask them for a review. They'll do it in a heartbeat. So their reviews are from 100 to 2,500 in a year, and they have a solid 4.6 star rating now, and they're crushing it because they're a touristic destination for a restaurant. And people come to them and say, oh, how'd you find us? Oh, I saw your reviews. I'm out of town. I saw your reviews. That's why I came here.
That's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we were just on holiday for 10 days in Bali, and I mean, my wife's a bandit for it. She's always looking up like the places and then looking at their reviews, going, "Oh, this place looks amazing," and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So like,
you're
it's
never going to take a chance. You're never going to take a chance with a poor reviewed place when you're out of town. But if it's a local place, you know the place, you don't care about the reviews because you know the place. But if you're traveling, you're never going to take a risk on your system.
Very powerful. Mateo was asking special discounts for people on this call. And we've talked about a lot of things here. So you put all your links to, so AI Unleashed, there's a link to that to your event. The other ones, Super Editor, Super Cleaner, Super Migrator, All Things GHL. Do you have any special deals or anything for people? I guess.
We didn't actually talk about it, but you know what? I'm about to run a promotion with someone else, so I can cascade that promotion over here as well. We can give 25% off anyone who signs up. And Tara, I'll credit you the discount. I'll give you an extra credit as well to kind of balance out if you haven't bought it already. All right.
Okay, cool. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we didn't talk about any of this stuff before.
No. So I'll send you a discount code after. You can share it with the group, and we'll share it with your community.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Dane, getting clients, yes. Okay, yeah. What are low-hanging fruit? Sell the outcome, more leads. I'm totally brand new. I'm going to start with personal business friends first. Perfect, Dane. Sounds like you're on the ball there. Get some reviews, video testimonials. Yep. Awesome, Dane. Hopefully that sets you on a good path there. And like I said, check out Pat and Alec and their review genius system, which is pretty cool. Tara says, yep, then 6 months later, double your fees. Exactly. All right.
Just a quick little disclaimer for AI Unleashed Intensive. We're in the super early bird promotion right now, and we literally have, I think, one. Technically, we're sold out on the super early bird. Technically, one person's supposed to come in and he already committed to 2 spots, so I'm waiting for him to come in to sell it out. So we're sold out. But if again, it's not one of these false scarcity type of deals. Like I have a whole like track. We want to do the first 12 people who buy it. We were gonna then at that point the prices go up. So if you're interested, we can go to the website, check it out, DM me if you're interested. I'll honor the price at this point here if you can come through in the next couple of days. If not, then you're gonna have FOMO and the price is gonna go up and you gotta pay more. It's gonna take place in Cancun, Mexico, 2026, end of January. And why did we choose that period? Again, there's so many variables get involved. First, it's my first official international event. I looked at a destination that is cheap for people to travel to. So I priced it out from flying from any major hub. It's super cheap. If you're from the US, Canada, obviously not from Australia.
I was going to say, mate, can we get you to come and do one in Australia? Particularly the Sunshine Coast, where I live, would be really convenient.
Well, you know what? Never say never, because we're going to see where this one goes. And we already have demand for it in different parts of the world and through other sponsors. They want us to extend it out. But let me see how the first one goes, because it's gonna be unlike any other event. I'm overhyping it, but at the same time, if you're following what I'm doing right now, you're watching some of the stuff pushing out. We're pushing out some pretty cool stuff. And we're just playing with it right now. All these things we're gonna be showcasing hands-on, make everyone hands-on, do the same stuff we're showing. This is the direction we're going. It's fun. It's gonna be really fun. But at the same time, I always put this disclaimer: it's not gonna be like any other event where you're not gonna sit back, you're not gonna have fun at the event just listening back and relaxing. It's not relaxing. We're going to make sure you learn. It'll be intensive, and that way you're learning. So
Gotta use your brain.
use your brain, fill up your toolkit, and learn how to make money with it.
Mate, I would really like to come to this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it in January. I've got I've just come back from holiday. I'm going to Dallas in a couple of weeks. I might be going to Pakistan, maybe. And then I've got my mum here for Christmas, and then I'm going to a place called Kangaroo Island. Mate, I've got a lot of travel in the next 3 months. I don't know if I can make that, but yeah, mate. Like I said,
no worries. I'm in 4 months, so extend it out. 4 months, come on down. I have other people coming from Australia
Sunshine Coast
as well,
is very nice, mate. Sunshine Coast is very nice. I'd recommend it.
Cancun at that time will be very nice as well. Very sunny.
Or yeah, Tara saying or Canberra. Yeah, no, Tara, definitely not. There's no comparison. Canberra, Sunshine Coast. I don't think so. Mateus would rather travel to Mexico. Dane's in Terrigal, New South Wales. So Dane, you see, they're not too far. Canberra, New South Wales. They could come to the sunny coast, mate. That'd be good. All right, mate. Well, look, we've gone over time a little bit here, mate, but that's all fine. Is there anything else that we've kind of missed that we want to wrap up on here, mate? Anything you're looking forward to? You're not coming to Level Up, unfortunately, so it's a shame. I won't get to see you there. But
yeah.
Anything you know of that's going to be cool at Level Up that's coming out? You got any sneak insights that we can give away here, or you can't do that?
Kind of do, but at the same time I don't. So yeah. I don't know what's official, what's unofficial. I get a lot of information. I'm not sure what's public domain information or private. So I'll have to wait till they officially release it. But there'll be a lot of cool stuff on the AI side. Obviously, the voice AI is going through major improvements significantly. Yeah.
All right.
So
Tara just wrote their PM question. I don't know what that means. Does that mean she PM'd you a direct question there, Fer? I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I will.
It's too cryptic, Tara. We don't know what you're talking about. She's going to fill that back in. All right. Well, if Tara's filling that back in there, but yeah, mate, we won't see you in Dallas, but we're definitely all looking forward to that. Hopefully things are all very smooth as they do their rollouts and everything there as well, because there's a lot of updates that will definitely come out in Dallas. And I think they did like nearly 200 updates or something last year when it rolled out. I think it was pretty huge. So I'm expecting there'll be something like, 'cause it's been quiet for the last few months. And there's still been stuff updated, but they quiet down, and then it's like boom, there's like the tornado of stuff that comes out. So we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to seeing if there's anything happening with voice and APIs, which would be nice, because we hope that something moves forward with that so that we can do maybe you do
There will
calling
be.
for us as well. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah,
there
yeah. So
is or not.
they're going to be opening up the API a lot more. So again, it's one of those things I have access to myself. I'm not sure if other people do or don't. We're using it already through the enterprise I'm working with. So we have access to their API for voice. So if you're not aware
Cool.
of it, then oops.
Let's talk after.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, look, thank you so much. Thanks for coming in today, mate. Enjoy. Well, it's evening time for you now. It's like nearly 9 o'clock, I guess. So, I don't know, finish out your evening, mate. Go get some dinner or whatever it is you got to do and wind down for
Yeah,
the day.
no problem. So I will send you the discount code over so you can share it with the group afterwards. If anyone has questions, I'm always open on my Facebook DMs. Feel free to DM me. Um, I'm like that's why I try to be a little bit different than other people as well. People, I know in situations in the past where I've DM people and they don't respond back to me, and forever, that frustrates me. I'm like, why didn't you respond back? Could you not just say something? So now I make it a point to go through all my DMs, even the spam ones. And if it's, unless, again, my disclaimer here, unless you're a cold DM or you're trying to sell me something straight off the bat, those I'll just block and ignore. I don't even entertain those conversations. But if it's a genuine question, someone asking for a quick little help, I'll answer their help questions all the time.
Yeah, and don't open up with hi and just leave it at that, hey?
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Like I have a bunch of highs there. I'm like, should I even respond back to these highs? I just delete them. I just delete all of them.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Could you
ignore
not
that.
have you not, can you not have made a little more effort? Just tell me what you want. So when I get to it,
Yeah,
even if I look at 3 weeks later, I know what you're asking me.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, mate. All right, mate. Well, thank you. We will talk again soon, mate, and enjoy the rest of your
No
evening.
problem.
Thanks,
You
mate.
too.
Thank you,
It's been a
everybody.
pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Bye
Bye.
bye.